dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm woke, everything that I see ain't what it seems. I guess I've been dreaming. 'Cause now that I'm here, what I feel motivates me with reason. I guess I've been dreaming.
Oh, and we're back. Peace and love. Peace and love to all the guys and goddesses and high vibrating species on the planet. What it is, what it do, good people. How we living out there, man. Welcome back. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Pile in, pile in. Yeah. Academates, peace and love. I see you. We got more footage, you know what I'm talking about, with those aliens. Of course, like I said, I may be a little bit behind on this, but we gonna get to it, right? So we got more footage on it, but this time we got an evidence expert gonna check it out. So he gonna try to, I guess, debunk it, either a hoax or the real deal. We gonna see what it is. From the last video, I don't see why you know what I'm saying, Compadre would have any reason to be, you know what I'm saying, telling fibs and lying, you know what I'm talking about, and wasting the police time and stuff with, you know, just trying to, I don't know. But, you know, people do some weird things for clicks and likes and views, you know what I mean? Even put their lives on the line, which I think is just kind of it's do what you do. Okay. Do what you do. Yeah. So we're going to check this video out. Of course, we will be getting back over to the SCP universe momentarily. So, you know what I'm saying, we will be swinging by the Vulcan. We will be swinging by the Explorer series, checking out SCP Wise videos again. You know what I'm saying? We're going to spin the block on a couple of people. You know what I'm saying? I got to go back to my spooksters. I got to see what Andrew has been up to. You know what I mean? If he's found what he's been seeking, which is what happens on the other side. I guess bro was looking for some answers, and I hope by now he's found something, right? But yeah, I'm gonna swing by and I'm gonna check him out. But in the meantime, in between time, we finna check this and that, see what they got busting on. You know what I'm saying? See what the evidence expert got to say about these two large 7, 8 foot, 9 foot, 10 foot aliens or extraterrestrial. Let's use that term, extraterrestrials that we have here. All right. So, Academates, I hope you have what you need, because I do. Without further ado, let's get to what it is that we do. Bustin'. I guess that don't, you know what I'm saying? We still ain't figured that out, right? Okay. This is News Nation. News Nation. Peace to you. Tell us, what is the problem? Please.
It's one thing to squint at a fuzzy video on YouTube and then decide space aliens do or do not exist. And it's another thing entirely to subject those sightings to the same kind of scientific rigor that puts, say, killers in prison. Scott Roeder is that kind of skeptic. He is an evidence expert and crime scene reconstructionist with 33 years of experience and 1,500 cases to his credit. He is the founder of the Evidence Room, a group that assembles specialists in forensic animation, 3D modeling, and motion graphics.
All right.
He took a close look at the video that was recorded by that family in Las Vegas, and he applied his technology to try to debunk it.
Okay.
Here he is on his YouTube channel, Crime Scene, discussing what he calls the entity in the family's backyard.
We can...
Hey, y'all want to go ahead, channel, and check out some crime scene? See how he debunks some things? I mean, you let me know in the comment section. We can swing by, you know what I'm saying? Take some pointers and look at some stuff. Yeah.
Take a video and look at whether or not there is an artificial artifact added to it or not. And in this case, we can definitively say, to a degree of scientific certainty, that this entity, this thing in the video, is there in the physical reality in which the Kenmore family is also there. Like, this is so critical because you can clearly see through the slots in the fence that there is a leg motion moving from the right to the left side of the screen. And clearly it is behind there. So this isn't just like a head floating in space. This is a head of that is somehow that does not have full opacity, that the opacity of the head of the shadow is only at about 33% opacity versus a normal shadow, which would be at 100% opacity, or an object in the screen, which is at 100%. And this isn't anything that you did. It's just what you were able to determine, that this shadow being, or this being in the shadows, possibly creating its own shadow or smoky filter or cloaking technique, is not only cloaking itself from the people there, but cloaking itself from the camera itself, in that it's minimizing our ability to identify pixels inside of that shadow.
Boy, stop. You see that, y'all, man? That alien extraterrestrial is right up on, buddy. It could have snatched the knot in all three of them if he wanted to. Could have straight snatched you up if he wanted to. Still don't mean they're safe. Still don't mean they're dangerous. But boy, that's close.
I'm joined now by UFO expert Ben Hansen. He's a former federal agent and now the host of UFO Witness on Discovery Plus. Ben, it's great to have you on the program tonight again. So, I mean, your reaction to what, Scott Roeder did with his analytics, the shadow that you saw that was behind the fence as well as way above the fence. I guess your reaction to all of that.
Well, thanks, Ashley. Yeah, I'm excited because it took a while, I think, for anyone to get a copy of the raw video. I don't personally have it, but I'm glad that Scott has done this. I don't detect anything overt as a red flag that I would say that made me suspect that it was edited. So I concur with him on that. And it also appears that there is some sort of shadow that's present behind the slats of the fence, which he pointed out. And then you have kind of a head, it looks like, at the top of the fence. Where I kind of feel it might be a jump is people online then started to say, well, this is evidence of a cloaking creature of some sort. There is a lot going on in the video. If you look, there's 2 or 3 different light sources. And anytime you have that happening, you can have a lot of shadows from different angles. So unfortunately, we'll never have the same exact circumstance where we can go back and test it to see what might be causing a shadow effect.
There is this one aspect of it, and I'm not sure if our producers can just let the video go, but when they walk in past the gate, something startles them and they freak out. I mean, for lack of a better description, it's not. There's no way this is acting. Actors don't do it this well. Something startles them to the right, and they spin around and they kind of run out, and the video kind of goes, as it would if you were terrified.
It does, and I think that is genuine. If you look, I think they're looking at something.
Oh yeah, especially buddy in the red hat.
And something spooks them. Where I feel that it might be a little bit of, I don't know.
Oh yeah, that's that
gymnastics is to say that it was caused by this thing off to the right, because you can see right there that shadow appears on top of.
Yes, sir. He looking. Do you see it? What is that? Can you see it? What is it? Hold on, bro. Hold on. There's one emotion. Get off me, man. Get off me. So hold on.
Of the fence, but he's not looking to the right. If this was some sort of entity that was like 3 feet away from him, I think that's what would really scare anybody. So that's where you have these theories that people are saying, well, it's partially cloaked, it's fully cloaked, didn't want to be seen, but only the video picked it up. So I don't know about.
Okay, but see how the way it popped up though. You mean? So I'm trying to see. Hold on, babies. Hold on, babies. Calm down. Calm down. Yep. Savvy. Vonnie. Hold on. Excuse me, y'all. New puppies. Calm down, baby. Hold on now. We almost done. But yeah. I mean, the way the head popped up is almost like he walked up and he kind of stopped, right? But at the same time, I'm trying to watch all the heads of these 3. As this guy's going in the gate, he put his head down. And that's like right before the shadow popped up as he's going in. but I think it pops up right before he enters. So I'm trying to see, because right now the other two is already passed and there's not a shadow popping up on the tree. So if that were the case, you would see double the shadows as they pass by. We would already saw the shadow. So it steps up as if it was about to cut them two off. Maybe not realizing this guy was here, of course. I'm pretty sure they knew that, but just saying.
About that, I think just based on the video, though, it's great that we have verification that it's not been edited.
I know you talk about confirmation bias as well. Explain to the audience if how you think that might be working its way into this as an alternative theory.
Well, if you think about it and go back to the original, the whole background of what just preceded this, is you had this really bright object that streaked across the sky, right? And I do believe that now is a meteoroid, and it may have nothing to do with the family's actual sighting. They believe they saw a light come down to their backyard. There was a lot of light and commotion, noise. And so when they went out to the backyard, they're already adrenaline's pumping. They're hypersensitive to sights and sounds. I'm in no way suggesting that they made anything up, but perception can be skewed now that this is something out of this world we're out to see in our backyard. And then anything that might have a combination of shadows or sights they're not used to, it can be amplified in your visual perception. And that's just a suggestion, but I do feel the witnesses are being credible as far as describing what they saw. And especially look at that reaction when they see whatever it is back there and they come running out of there, and it's affected at least Angel to this day. He still has trouble with what he saw.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television.
Well, dang. Okay, well, there it is, y'all. You know what I mean? So, okay. He's saying that the video authentic. He can't explain what it is. More than likely, he knows it's otherworldly. They ain't nothing that they about to do about that. You know what I mean? We already know that. We ain't nothing finna do about it. Especially when it's not you. You know what I mean? Corporations out there, so you know what I mean? When y'all ain't got the joystick in your hand, y'all don't. Ooh. I understand. You're nervous. You're nervous. You're very nervous. But it's gonna continue. It's gonna be more and more and more to, you know what I'm saying, the little old sky crack up there. You know what I mean? And all the little cloaks fall and all that good stuff, you know what I'm talking about? And we get to see what's really going on out there, you feel me? You know how y'all like to do it, you feel me? So we just gonna wait it out. Just gonna wait it out. Sun's cranking up. Get ready for that, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? The so-called climate change and stuff like that. All of this that's going on right now it's all linked together. I'm gonna say it like that. Everything that's happening today is linked together. It's all not necessarily all, but I really want to say all that's happening now is due to the coming age that we're like in the midst of right now, that stage of Aquarius. So whether it's just started, been going on for the past couple of years, this is the reason why most of these things have been happening. Corporations have been falling, people have been stepping down. It just seems like weird things keep happening. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff going on, but it has to do with the truth coming out eventually. So it's going to be a lot of chaotic actions, a lot of chaotic things going on. You just got to survive. Be prepared for truth that's just mind-boggling, but hey, if it's the truth, it's the truth. Nobody expected it to be, I guess, what can I say, sweet for everyone. You know what I mean? But we're going to check it out. We're going to keep looking, you know what I mean? We're going to keep digging and diving in. And we're going to, like I said, we're going to swing back over to the SCP Foundation. We're going to spin the block on a couple of people that I've dealt with since I've been doing my reactions. And we're going to keep looking. Anthrax, crab. The UAP disclosures. Is you talking about the hearings? Is that what you're talking about? Where the proceedings with congressmen and all of that, where they're talking about it and open up the files and all that? Because, you know what I'm saying, we can definitely get to that. Because I ain't listened to none of it yet. I ain't heard none of it. I think the only thing I've heard is what I think somebody said, that they didn't want to be held responsible. I believe I heard something like that. I don't know who said it when they said it. So yeah, I'm interested in to know where that exactly, what was the conversation there when he said that they did not want to be held responsible for hiding secrets. Like, how can you not be? Oh, I mean, who told you not to tell us? Or who told you to try to make a fool out of us when we clearly got the footage and the receipt, or saw what we saw, or heard what we heard whenever we heard it or saw it? You know what I mean? You try to make a fool out of us, or other people come up missing and stuff like that. It's weird stuff, but you know, it is what it is. Yeah, but we're just warming up. You know what I'm saying? We're just warming up. We just got back. Everything seems to be running smoothly. As far as I know, we're good, right? So I told you we're still working to get the kinks out. We're gonna work out the kinks. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get some things more lively up in here, right? But in the meantime, in between time, catamates, you know what I'm saying? Y'all be good out there. Don't forget to keep yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and emotionally protected at all times. You know what I'm saying? Do not let this world drive you crazy, because it's about to get serious. But don't let it drive you crazy. Hold your own. You know what I'm talking about? Remain in the green as much as possible. And yeah. Peace.
Provider and
Provider and